about nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah,
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the Raven first down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 12.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. From the gun, here's Watson. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
Coleman now.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ben Banagoo. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
That one good for 26 and a first down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
The Wildcat.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw. Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
At their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Watson caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengals TD. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Herbert on first down now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on second and 6, Watson. And this is incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And it'll bring up third down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Ravens.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down, Baltimore.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert, that's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
The score, Bengals 17, Ravens 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the draw play, Coleman. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And
now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now Herbert following the turnover. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Set, 19. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to stand and look.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Michael set. Like an egg. Who that?
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.